So Noodles is a social fi app on Abstract. The idea is that we enable anyone to speculate on anyone with an X account. So that's very interesting when it comes to content creators. So you can buy and speculate on any content creators. But as you can see on the bottom right of your screen, well, we have this collaboration section. And this is where we're trying to automate all the process of marketing agency. You can ask to collaborate with this content creator without any intermediaries, and all of this going on chains, meaning that you can ask to your favorite content creator a post on Twitter, a reply, and you can pay him for that. And if you accept, you will get a post on Twitter with the money that the guy is making, while a part will be invested in his own bonding curve, which means that if he wins, the community and the holders of his token will win too.
A few weeks ago, I bought some noodles from Luca. What can I do with Luca right now?
Having a share of Luca enable you two things. The first one is you're exposed to the growth of Luca, and if he's making a lot of money, well, you will benefit from holding his shares. And the second one is that you can directly ask some collab to Luca. So in this case, you will have to pay some Ethereum. So here it's minimum 1 Ethereum. Here you can ask a post or a reply. So Luca set a minimum price per collab to 1 Ethereum. But here, for 1 Ethereum, you can ask whatever you want him to post on Twitter or to reply to. Then he's free, of course, to accept or refuse it. Of course, if you refuse, you will get refunded. But if he accepts, well, you will get paid and you will get your content. You need to own at least a few noodles of Luca to be able to collaborate with him. This shows that, okay, you're here for real. And then you can do some collab proposal, and he's free to accept or refuse those, of course. But at least if you accept, it will be paid, because the way it works is that if you do a collab, you will take those 1 Ethereum in this case, and this will go in what we call an escrow account, which is basically an account in between you and, in this case, Luca. And the money will stay in this escrow account until Luca has done the post, and not only done, but verified by you. Meaning the flow is the following. So you will buy a noodles from Luca, then this unlocks the collabs part, then you can pay a post, then Luca can review it, accept or refuse. Let's say he accepts, he do the post, he share the link of the post on the platform, then you review it. If you accept it and say, hey, that's a good post, perfect. If not, well, then in this case, we have a dispute mechanism to solve this, and then everybody is paid, and we ensure the content creator is paid and you get your content.
That's awesome. So you are a decentralized talent agency.
I like to say automated marketing agency.
What's the volume of transaction do you have right now?
We are a bit more than 500,000.
Damn, okay, that's cool. What do I need to do to be creators on Noodles?
Well, the good part is that the protocol is totally permissionless. So if you look at that, all the content creator are people with an X account. So the only requirement for you to be a content creator is to have an X account. So in this case, if you enter in the search bar your handle, you will find your own account. Yeah. And you can even start your own bonding curve.
I don't have enough ETH. I need to bridge again, so I can't create a connection.
For example, the collab price and a few things. And you can also say, hey, on the money I'm making, I want to inject from 5% to 100% to my own bonding curve. This way you can even, say, okay, I want to give back 100% to my community. I want to give back 10% and the rest is for me, for my living.
That makes sense. Really good execution. I'm hyped. I love it. By the way, we are also live on Abstract because I need some extra GM. You don't reward impression and engagement, which can be fake.
For us, it was a huge topic. Should we reward like a number of views or followers or stuff like this that indeed could be farmed? But on the other end, that's an interesting take. We decided to do fully based on demand. Step 2 is to provide data regarding KOLs, but it's just like providing data. It's not like linked with the price. Stocks. If you look at stocks, and public markets with Web2 side like Apple, Microsoft, all those companies, they will have like quarterly reports, but those reports are not linked to the price of the stock. But however, the financial analysts will look at those reports and say, oh, we think the stocks is overpriced or underpriced, etc., etc. So that's the same idea for us.
Personally, I would say it's a good approach because if the KOL has good engagement, good impression, then it will bring more people to pay for their services. And then the price of the noodle shares will increase. That doesn't make sense. What do you think should be my price?
Oh, wow. That's very difficult to say. And I'm not the best investor. So the best way is to ask your community. I mean, it's a public market. So
the price will be based on the market demand, that's for sure. Definitely, I'm gonna create my account, set up everything.
Imagine if tomorrow AIXBT can autonomously accept and refuse posts and collabs. Then it's getting a bit more interesting, because the vision we have with Noodles is not only with the automated marketing agency. We are building a lot into agents, so we do not speak a lot on that yet, but we will soon. And this will make waves, because what we're building is literally going to change the marketing industry, and not only on the payment side, but also on the content creation side. To answer your question about do we have some support from Abstract, I would say that for now, compared to other experience I had, coming from Polygon to Base, Abstract is the one that helped us the most. Now, if we look at my expectation about what they can do, I think they could do more. And I think that's, especially on the consumer side, you need to push even more apps. I think it's a very good start. I think that you have so many apps, and for them, it's very difficult to keep up, because when you have, 200-300 apps, you need to sort also between the app that are really doing something interesting, the one that are just here for a few months before going to Ethereum or whatever, and then you need to avoid scammers. You need to push those people, and this is still a lot of companies. That's very difficult from them, I can imagine, but they want to, at least.
In terms of features, like what are you working on? What's missing on the app? What's coming up?
I think the discoverability features is very interesting. So what we were discussing, bringing some data and make you discover more content creators, because as a company, that is okay. I'm an Abstract company. I want to know who are the top KOLs on Abstract. And sometimes the core of a community can be maybe 50, 100 people. And if you get those 100 people posting about you, and even if it's maybe 5, 10, $50 per person, that was very interesting. And the last part is about the AI agent marketing. This will come. If you look at SocialFi, I mean, we don't have a lot of app on SocialFi. Maybe the one that really brought like SocialFi to life was Friendtech in 2023, I think. It was amazing. The only issue is that for Friendtech, they stopped developing the app. They made maybe too much money, I don't know for any reasons, but they just stopped developing the app. And then the others were like very short-term driven. Speculation is good, but speculation should be just an entry point. That's a way to attract people. Then what do you do on the utility side? Let's say, if you look at Friendtech, you could DM people and create some groups. So eventually you reduce the noise in your DM. The thing is, today with Telegram, let's say, try to send a message to Luca on Telegram, you will have to pay today. So the thing is, you can already do that with other apps. So I think that the utility part should be very important. And the speculation is good to attract people. And then you need this retention where, okay, what can I do with that in the app? And I believe that just sending a text is not enough. If you want to make money by creating content, you can do it on Noodles. If you're a company, well, you can ask people creating content for you and be paid for it, or just get some paid interactions. And happy to get any feedback. Follow us on Twitter.
All of the links in the description, I'm going to drop them in the chat. Maxime. So follow Maxime, buy some share from Pexu and mine soon. Thank you so much, Maxime, for your time. We need to do that again.